Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for May the 31st, 2024. We made it through a mother month. We made it through a mother month. Another month. Yes, I can say that word. Those words, these words. And I actually turned on the right microphones today. I just realized what happened yesterday. I thought I had turned on the group mic, and when I go to turn on my mic, it pushes everything down the screen. So I turned on the wrong mic yesterday. And let's see who that was.
That was a me.
That was a Chris. Good morning, a Chris. How are you doing?
Well, I don't know how I'm feeling.
Okay. Wow. Hey,
Still kind of
go ahead.
empty after the finale, I guess.
Yeah. That's
It's been 7 years. It's actually for a few days. It's run a few days longer than TNG. Make it from the start to finish, even though it had two last seasons. So
and,
just got used to.
and because of the way it was structured, a lot less episodes. But in a way, that shouldn't be a bad thing to have
Yeah.
fewer episodes, because hopefully that means they can craft them better.
Well, that wasn't always the case in season 4, but still,
It
like
wasn't
you
the
got
case in
used to the
season one either.
people. You get used to the faces, you used to the dynamics. At some point, they started to act like a family to each other, like a proper Starfleet crew. They usually turn into a family anyway. So
Well,
yeah, I just like the way they ended was just perfect, but it's also a bittersweet because we knew that this was just like finale. Just do hope that there are going to be some cameos in the Academy
oh, there
series.
probably will be.
Because like I can't imagine like not having Tilly ever again, or like not getting Saru or any
Yeah,
of the
that would be a
side
good story to see
casts.
what happens with him.
Yeah, I mean I
Good
don't want to
morning,
spoil,
Taz.
but he
Good
gets a
morning.
position in this season, so it's kind of like um we already kind of do have closure, but I still would like to know what becomes of Saru, what becomes of like the Admiral Vance and all the other people who
Mm-hmm.
are like who became the integral part of it, right? Like even David Cronenberg's
Yeah.
Kovich was such a fascinating character, and like despite like the ending of the show, I'm still curious if there's more to him than it was revealed, if he's still taking an active role or whatever. I'm just very curious. I just wanna I definitely want to know more, and I would like to dive into some of these characters later again. Who knows? They did say that they were curious about making some streaming movies that would wrap up some of the shows, like even for Picard.
They have been
Who knows
talking
if
about that, but they've cut back so
yeah.
much in production at the moment. I don't know.
Well, if the Section 31 movie pans out,
And
and the Academy
yeah,
is well received enough to like actually continue make sense to continue it, then why not? Maybe they will do like like the TMP movies, like the motion pictures, like for the original crew. Like they can go
well,
back to them. They can do
what
all sorts of
I'd
stuff.
what I'd really like them to do if they decide to go back to making movies is to stop making movies that are just one action scene after another. Um, Really quick, what's your favorite Star Trek movie? Not just episode, not series, but movie.
First Contact.
Okay, Id,
Voyage home.
Taz.
Still thinking.
Well, okay. Original crew. Voyage home.
Hmm.
TNG crew. First contact.
Yeah. And the thing that drove both of those stories that made them the ones that people think of for the most part as the first stories, and the other one would be Undiscovered Country, is they are driven by the character relationships. That
Yeah.
the relationship exists, that it gets tested, that it is an external stressor in the form of a bad guy, and the family, the team pulls together in the end. They are there to support each other.
Or even the
That,
team.
yeah,
Because
no,
if you
yeah.
remember, First Contact has Rose character, who's a complete outsider. She doesn't know these people. She doesn't understand any of that's happening. She is from the late 21st century. She doesn't have the concept of their dynamics, and yet she sees through Picard so easily, like you read from a book. And the way she slaps him and talks him down, and that
Mm-hmm.
scene where he's just like he's out of his way. She realizes that he has some sort of trauma connected to these Swedish sounding enemies, but she still manages to talk him down because humans at their core are very like they always will be the same, and there's always the same dynamic and emotions and stuff. So she picks that up, even as an outsider. That was such a great character moment, and I really love that scene. Was just, I think it stays with me the most. The way she talks him down, and when she sees through him, even though she knows him like for a day or
Mm-hmm.
two, and then she still manages to deconstruct his trauma and his emotions.
Brad,
I
thank
love
you so
that
much for the
dynamic.
follow.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, you're right. It is all about character dynamics, and the more action oriented. Like, I never cared for any of the J.J. Abrams movies because there's constantly action happening.
yeah.
There aren't many human moments. There aren't
And
many
the core of
character
Trek is
moments.
the exploration of the human condition as seen usually through an outside source. We had Spock, we had
Exactly.
Data, we had Seven of Nine. I know it was supposed to be Neelix, but it wound up being Seven of Nine. We always have to have somebody who has to view us from an external point of view that helps us better reflect on ourselves. And
Yeah.
we didn't get that with the JJ movies. Not that I didn't like them. I actually liked the movies, but when I go back to,
And it's
gee, what
funny.
movie can I watch over and over again? It's not those.
Nah.
Yeah.
I've seen them
Two-
once. I've seen them all.
2009, really, it was Spock,
Mhm.
Prime. Into Darkness, there really wasn't one.
No. I mean, I didn't
And-
dislike Into Darkness because I like Simon Pegg and I think
Yeah,
he writes well,
and-
but
And Beyond, we had Jayla.
yeah, but she doesn't.
He's so marginalized
Yeah.
in that film. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to pull in an external one, you have to do like they did with Voyage Home, where they pulled in the scientist.
Yep.
And with the Alfre Woodard character in First Contact.
Yeah.
You need
she
an
did.
outsider that's got a strong presence. And I liked a lot of the movies, but those are the two where they pulled it off correctly. They did a good job.
Yeah.
And that's where the series succeed. They've got an outside character. They've got good core groups. But that said, one thing that I would have loved to have seen in Voyager that WC brought up was, what if you don't have a team? What if you've got a bunch of strangers trying to figure it out and you don't have a good captain? Where it's going to force the writers and the story runners to figure out how they're going to turn this into the team that we need to see, because that's what we love.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think they kind of did that between.
And good morning, Joshua.
Good morning.
Morning.
Your ragtag team, like Prodigy or Space Cases.
I mean, I do see that kind of attempted in Discovery's first season when they realized that Lorca is an imposter, and they try to come together despite that they have no leader who can lead them.
Yeah.
But Discovery's first season is so messy that it kind of drowns that concept in everything around it, so it's not
Yeah,
well
if
pronounced.
you're going to write an arc, you need to write it in advance, and because it kind of felt after about the second or third episode that, okay, we did the thing we wanted to do, now what?
Well, it's because of the massive amount of reshoots and rewrites.
Well,
I
yeah.
think Discovery's first season was the messiest.
Yeah.
Star Trek
And
show.
that's actually something I see happening in movies more and more, is reshoots, rewrites. What's the one that's coming out from Disney that's just a fustercluck? Snow White. Snow White has been through reshoots and rewriting, and it keeps failing audience tests over and over and over, to the extent
Well,
that there's now a discussion that
That's
they're
because
going
to. The casting is terrible.
Well, the casting is terrible, yeah, but apparently the writing and the story idea are terrible too, and now they're just thinking about dropping the whole thing entirely. It was going to be a 3-movie
gonna
arc and a
flop if they
TV
keep-
series.
Yeah, if they keep that actress, they can already consider it a flop and
I-
write it off.
Yeah, well,
It's
she got
kind
fired
of-
from
She
the-
already did all the damage that was ever possibly to be done,
Yeah,
and no one
you
really
know.
wants to see her in that film.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Huntsman movies.
She
Yeah.
literally she literally made everyone hate her and the movie
Yeah.
altogether so badly that I can't imagine anyone actually wanting to go to see that, and outside of like a scientific curiosity how much it flops or how
Oh, yeah.
much bad it
Well,
is.
it'll
Yeah.
make a small amount of money from people who want to review movies and go, this is how you don't do it.
Yeah, literally.
She basically pulled a Megan Fox with her career.
Yeah, I don't see her in any major projects anytime
Yeah,
soon.
Disney fired her and she's ruined her own reputation. Speaking of Megan Fox, though, what was I reading about her the other day in terms of her career?
I don't know. Was there something new that popped up?
Yeah, she had kind of changed. I think maybe she's doing some directing. And it
What
like got
for?
a directing of movies and stuff. I don't know
Oh.
if this has been updated.
Well, I've just heard rumor that they're making a sequel to the original, not the original, but like the 1999 Mummy films
Again?
with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz.
Oh, well, that would be good.
Connect it to it, and I'm all up for it. Like scrap the Chinese section, which was awful at best.
Yeah.
Give me back a good. Give me back a good casting, and then I can watch it all the time. So it's right now just consider. I don't know how much advance it is, but I'm very curious about it. Because those movies, even though they are inaccurate mythologically, historically, they put Thebes in Giza, which was Memphis, where Memphis was located. They mix up mythologically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
details. Who needs those
It
details?
was, but it didn't matter
Yeah, it didn't affect
because
the
the
story.
character dynamics, the writing, the dialogues, and everything like it's combined. Like initially, they didn't even know what sort of movie it's supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be comedy or horror. It was supposed to be a remake of the 1930s Mummy, right? It was supposed to be a horror movie, and then it kind of came out to be like a kind of like an Indiana Jones blend.
Yeah, but it's got a little more romance. It's got a little more comedy. It's got a little more horror.
It's
And
fresh because it has better characters.
Yeah.
Like there's more characters to follow, and they are actually well written. Because even Jonathan,
I love Jonathan.
like
I love
Evelyn's,
Jonathan. Sorry.
Evelyn's brother was so well cast, and
Yep.
he was such a fun character to watch.
No, there's not a lot of misses in the Mummy. Mummy 2 had its moments, but meh, it was okay.
I love the Mummy too because they've expanded upon the relationship of Imhotep and
That part was
Amun
good.
because-
I just didn't need the little child thrown into it.
Oh yeah, the child was atrocious. I
Yeah.
didn't care for him either. But yeah, I still liked it because even though the kid was annoying and obnoxious, everything else around him was more entertaining enough to like phase him out. Especially when we see that like Evie embraces her past,
Mhm.
her past life.
I think
That's
it could
great.
have been done without the child and been a more interesting story, but okay. And we will not say anything about Mummy 3, the Emperor
There
thing.
was no Mummy 3. It was just a fun movie.
Okay.
And not a good one.
Yeah, no, it was not.
I've never heard and seen
hey,
Maria
hey.
Bella ever before and never after, so I don't know.
Hey,
I think she was a
hey,
made-up
hey.
person.
Anything with Odin Fair in it, I'm down for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really good points. Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
Admiral.
Admiral, yeah. Yeah, I really hope for him in an Academy series as well.
That would be good. Yeah. I love him as an actor, and he is not hard on the eyes either.
Oh no, and he just gets better with the age.
Mhm. Speaking of getting better with age, anybody want to shoot stuff?
Sure.
Sure.
I have to see if I've got any Federation tunes who've got phasers, because I have phaser damage. You would think
I've
yeah,
got
I've
a
got some
really
phasers.
interesting day today.
Okay.
Going on Nimbus.
Eh.
Tholian's unrestricted and Volf ground unrestricted.
Hey, Stargate.
Oh, Stargate, how you doing? Wow, everybody's up early this morning, or late this morning, or
I've
middle
yet
of the
to go
day.
to sleep.
God. No, I got done. I had to do some stuff offline with people last night. Next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock, and I get up at 4. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry. It's finally gotten to the point where all the flowers and the trees are dropping pollen, and my allergies are just crazy today.
Oh, I feel you. I'm
Yeah.
going through the same thing right now.
Fortunately, it's a super short season here, like less than a week, so I can get through this week. All right, what are we going to do? I have phasers in space and destructible torpedoes.
It's all nebula.
All done.
It's got phaser damage, Vought ships, and Dyson Sphere and Tholian ships. Quite a lot of them, so I think.
Disruptor damage on ground, Borg ships, and Terran ships.
In a minute, I need to change something in my ship.
And we have 6 people here, so we're going to have to bounce around through. Excuse me, 6 people. Yeah, so we're going to have to bounce around a little bit with making teams.
Well, you don't have to take me to the first one. I need to change something in the ship, and it's going to take a moment.
Alrighty. It looks like Joshua
Wow.
and Taz already teamed or doing something.
Well, I have to do 3 accounts this morning, so
Oh, okay.
that's why I'm in the middle of doing that right now.
Okay, well, it looks like you're off that on Joshua's account. All right, Ed, Ed, are you in? Is you
I
in?
am in.
Okay. I'm inviting Ed to a team. Taz looks like he's doing something which looks like a red alert. Joshua,
I'm doing
or a Borgie thing.
ISA
Okay,
or E. I mean,
one of them. Joshua, do you need an invitation?
To do the event daily, yeah.
Okay,
And
which
Borg
event?
Battle
We got
Royale.
2 of them.
The Borg
Nice.
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale.
Can someone explain to me why there is Beamfire at Will and Beamfire at Will 23rd century skill?
Hey, Wolfie!
Good.
Because.
Because of the 23rd century weapons you can get from K13.
Yeah, but does it
Okay,
need a
Beamfire
separate...
at Will will apply to all beam weapons anyway. Why is there a distinction of the skill being to the 23rd century and a normal one?
Because. I don't know.
Because Star Trek wanted to be funny that way.
Warning, logic
If
not
Marhawkman
detected.
was around, he probably could explain a technical term, like for some reason when they wrote the code for the original one and then wrote the 23rd century tunes, they managed to make them incompatible in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my number one
Well,
guess.
It's fairly easy guess. It's because when you're in the before you take them to the 25th century, they count as an independent faction for until that point.
But
Just like a Romulan is completely neutral, can't ally with Fed or Klingons until they choose a faction.
Wolfie says somebody in voice is very loud. So, Taz, would you say something?
hello.
That's Taz. Id, would you say something?
Something.
That's Id. Joshua?
Hello?
That's Joshua. Chris?
Yes.
And Stargate.
It's me.
It's not loud to me, so I was letting Wolfie tell me which one is loud on her side.
Me.
Me? Me.
Stargate.
Since I'm listening through Discord and not listening through Twitch, it's always hard for me to know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
The last one, yes, it is Stargate Wars.
I totally don't have a problem.
With...
Take a look in stream chat and Discord.
Yeah.
Ed, do you need some counseling from Esri Dak?
What are you going to do with all of those?
I slowly sell them.
Oh, okay. No problems there. That's the spatial
Projector.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Okay, it's got to be through Twitch, Wolfie, and I can't control the Twitchy volumes. I can only control Discordy volumes. Wish I had some kind of equalizer where I could control every input separately.
Right?
Yeah, that would be really nice.
All right, so currently I just have id in a team. Who would like to join us for a... What are we doing first? Borg TFO? Did somebody say they needed a Borg TFO?
I need Borg ships.
Borg ships, okay. Stargate, can you say something again?
Testing.
How was that, Wolfie? Who else is in for a Borg thing with Borg ships?
I'm always up for Borg thing with
Okay.
Borg ships.
So now we got Id, Chris, and me. Anybody else? We got room for 2 more.
Actually, I'm going to back out.
Oh, okay. No worries.
I'll stay on Discord, but I'm going to lay down.
No worries. Id, are you in for a team? Sorry, not Id. Taz, are you in for a team?
I'm completing something in the Dyson sphere at the
Okay.
moment.
Joshua?
I'm on another account.
Okay. Stargate Wars?
Jesus. Everyone's rejecting you.
It's okay. What's
It
on?
depends.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Yeah, really.
What is wrong with you guys?
Chris, what do you need to do? Let's go that way.
I need phaser damage in space.
I need
Boss
phaser
ships
damage in
Dyson Sphere and Tholian ships in space. Wherever.
We
Come
can.
join me in the Dyson sphere. Brilliant.
Are you? Yeah, fine. We're going to team with Taz. Stargate Wars. We're going to go to the Dyson Sphere if you would like to join us.
If I do, I'm switching to one of my other characters because
Okay.
they're the one I've been doing my endeavors to.
No worries. This, of course, is the tune that absolutely doesn't need the endeavors. And by the way, yes, hi, Wolfie. How are you? Let me know when you're ready, and I will grab that.
Just finished rework my ship.
I should probably
Right.
grab my 2 low-level tunes so you guys can carry the load while they sit there and go pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, I need to work on those 2 this weekend, except my boss invited me out this weekend, so I'm going out this weekend with them.
Where are we heading?
Aside from the sphere?
Dyson Sphere then, yeah.
Yeah, Dyson Sphere, you said that's what you needed. And you said Voth, right?
Yeah, Valkyrie ships and Dyson Sphere.
We are just about to summon the giant Voth fleet in
Oh,
the
perfect.
Undyne battle zone.
Which one?
So come there.
Which one?
And Dean Battlezone,
Yeah,
okay.
there is only one.
Oh, there's only one, even better. Okay.
Still waiting
So
for
we
an
go to
invite.
the...
Oh, I didn't know you'd switched your tune yet. Which tune are you on?
Keone.
Okay, give me 1 sec as soon as I get out of here.
So you said...
Dice, go to the Undine Battle Zone.
Yeah, you went to the wrong one, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did, but that's because I thought we were going someplace else. Why am I not seeing you here?
Is this-
Oh, there you are, sorry. Because it's too early and my brain doesn't work yet. Give me 1 sec, I will be right there.
And I'm bringing the most tactically oriented vessel in the fleet. It's the California class.
Wolfie, I don't need a map, I need more coffee. And
I think I have a brain fog myself too.
This has been a short week at work, and I am just absolutely fried out.
Well, what we should do is intravenously put coffee into her bloodstream.
Have you ever had a caffeine IV drip?
No.
Has anybody ever had that? Holy moly! Yeah,
Holy moly, what?
you definitely get a hit off of IV caffeine. The thing is, you also get an absolutely crushing 3-day migraine afterwards. But it has its
Yeah, I can
purpose.
imagine.
Well, let's be honest. You feel better afterwards.
Destroy all climate.
Once it's completely out of
This
your
field
blood,
belongs to
yes.
us.
I used to vape a zero nick menthol and a 10% zero nic caffeine cappuccino.
Holy moly, that was fast. I'm done.
That was interesting and short-lived.
Maybe for you. I got 30 to kill.
Same.
You get team
Well,
credits,
yeah,
so if
I'm
we all
already
keep
done.
going,
The team
you'll get
got it
'em.
for me.
I need
'Cause I
phaser
didn't shoot
damage,
that
which I
many.
can't get off of the team. Oh no, what happens if I don't get my phaser damage? We'll just have to do more.
Whatever tells you to.
Got a feeling I'm going to be commiserating with your boss a lot
How so?
about the hell that is the valley.
How do you think the California class went through the Delta Quadrant?
I don't quite get what you're saying, Ed.
Didn't you say your boss knows the region down here?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we'll have something to talk about.
There may be a
Did you say
reason.
Joshua about the Cali class?
I do like that ship.
Which one?
Whatever that one is. It looks like a Romulan. It looks like Taz's ship.
It's the Valkis. It's the Romulan equivalent of the Universe class.
It is so pretty.
It is. I'm digging all those designs, all three variants, Klingon, the Romulan, and the Federation one. I just absolutely love. But the Romulan is so unique because it looks like a flying disc.
Mm-hmm.
It's so majestic, but it still resembles a bird and
Yes, exactly.
with wings, but it's so sleek and yet so majestic. I don't know, they really nailed that design. And it's all canon though.
Mm-hmm.
It's designed specifically for STO, unlike the Universe class, and they still like managed to maintain it look ahead of our time here, like ahead of the 24th, 25th century. I just realized Universe class is only 100 years away, around 100 years away from when Picard finished.
Yeah.
Because Picard finishes in the 25th century. And
Right. Very beginning of the
that is the 26th century dreadnought, so wow, we've
So the thing with that is, it isn't necessarily going to happen. Because of the timeline changes, it could easily be something else.
It's in a different timeline then. It happens. It just happens
Plus-
in a different timeline.
Plus, the J's deployment time would be 2557, so
150 years later.
that's still over 150 years from roughly from where we are. We don't know the
Yeah.
exact
Yeah,
year.
but it's
but
100 years away from the century, right?
yeah, but look how long the Enterprise C had been destroyed before the Enterprise C was the Enterprise D launched.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not always a instant progression to
No.
the next ship of the line.
Yeah.
Plus, they'd
Plus,
already
we don't know what was the difference between decommissioning of Enterprise B and decommissioning of C, so there might have been a break there too.
Oh yeah. If I remember right, didn't the bee have a very short life?
So,
unknown.
It's in like Stowwiki
Yeah,
or Memory
there
Alpha.
is there's a book that after the Nexus
Yeah,
event.
you mean a book that's not considered. That's not, as far as the TV show is concerned. They don't give
not
crap
considered
about.
canon, yeah.
It's not canonical.
So we have to ignore books.
So we're getting into the Doyleist and Watsonian arguments again.
Yes, we
So
always do. You know that.
my stance will always be, if it is officially licensed and authorized for publication, it is good enough. And
Well,
can be
except
considered.
when it contradicts the shows or films.
Yes.
Or it's
Well,
Yes.
it always contradicts. I mean, at some point.
But But as nothing currently contradicts any of the books for the Enterprise B or C, all we
Well,
have
that's
is beta
going to
canon.
change. It's
Yes.
going to change later this year.
Hey, and I will change my stances once I have new
Since-
information.
Well,
Since I
what's
highly
happening later
expect-
this year?
Section 31,
film?
Is that?
i.e.,
I thought that was next year.
no, it was scheduled for sometime this
Okay.
year. We
Yeah.
just-
I hadn't heard anything that was an update, so
the last thing we have confirmed it's a 2024 release. We just haven't
Yay.
been given.
yay! I am happy to hear that.
I'm curious. Well,
Plus, we know
firstly,
it's
how they
before
gonna
the
tie
Enterprise
it in?
C, so
Well, I know Rachel Garrett's a character in it, but is she the captain of the sea at that point?
no,
I think she's steering
it's
still
from
young
before
years.
the C.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So maybe we'll find out about the bee. Maybe it won't be in it at all.
Or it could be a potential movie that where we find out she gets turned. She's being given command of the yet to be finished C,
Right?
Yeah.
or whatever.
Or
this-
the film would just spawn, like if the casting and the script for her character is good enough, people will want the series, and it will spawn a series that will just head before she gets the captain of the sea, or just at the beginning. You
Yeah,
never know.
she's a lower ranked officer,
On
so
another
it's,
Strange New Worlds kind of like event kind of thing.
it's unlikely she'll be promoted to captain if the story is, it's a movie versus a series.
Yeah, it's gonna be confined to a specific
Right.
time frame, I think. So it's gonna happen just like in
Good morning, Dread Knight. We have done 283. Am I reading that right? 283 Voth ships. I hope everybody got theirs.
ages ago.
at
And I
least-
did not get my damage, so woo.
What?
At least the Section 31 movie gives us a rough estimate of a 3-decade period, roughly,
Yeah.
It's unlikely.
for when it happens. We just obviously don't have an exact year yet.
That's another example of ships named after a previous one. The NX to the Constitution. How many years were between?
Yes, but you also have to take in account that's Earth Starfleet versus Federation Starfleet.
Just so you know, Section 31 now has a 2025 release date. Filming didn't conclude until the end of March, which is pushing it back a little bit.
Oh, well.
That could still change. It all depends on how much time it takes, but you know how they always sequence their release dates to try and maximize it. What's the best time? You don't want to release a movie in January, for example. And you usually don't want to release it except early December so it hits the holiday crowds. So there's preferred dates, so maybe their production is
Well,
slow down.
technically, it's not quite count as a movie. It's a movie event, but
It's a
still
streaming movie. It's
technically-
not supposed to be like a movie theater release, so I don't think that they're restricted by as much stuff as would a theater release.
Yeah, but you still have to deal with limited availability of special effects teams in California if you're using them. But yeah, it looks like it's a 2025 release. Oh, fine. I had thought we were actually going to get a movie out of this, but even better TV, then I can watch it at my own comfort level.
Yeah. It's good.
But yes, I did not get 150,000 phaser damage because everything was dying as soon as it got available. Folks, you kill all the toys. So let's go do something else. And I didn't get any destructible torpedoes, which isn't a big surprise. Does anybody
will
need
be-
to do the red alerts?
No.
Mom, I'll be on in a few minutes. I just got to get ready for my Pathfinder game at 8, so...
Okay, well, I will be on for the next 24 minutes, and then I am off to work, and I'm going to try and get my
Ah.
boss to let me work from home today, which would be really nice. I'd appreciate that, but that probably isn't going to happen.
Which means I probably won't be able to join up with you because it might take a little longer than that.
Okay, no worries. All right. What do we want
I
to
did
do?
need Tholians, and I think someone else in here needed Tholian ships to kill.
We
in
could go do
space.
Azure Nebula if you want. That'll give you Tholians. I'll get destructible torpedoes and some phaser
Yeah, I've
damage.
got a lot of them, so I think that wasn't the best way. I got 30 to kill.
We could go. Well, we'd get 30 Tholians out of Azure Nebula.
But didn't someone else need them too here?
Yeah, but you share them, remember? Everybody can
Yeah,
have
I
them.
guess.
Does
Remember,
anybody?
I don't need Tholian ships. I need Tholian ground.
Well, that's your problem.
No, someone else said Tholian ships, I think.
Maybe it was Id.
Yeah.
That was funny, Mom.
Thank you. Well, fine. Let's.
Yeah,
I'm going to
ground.
queue us up for Azure Nebula.
Alright. Haven't done that in a while.
We have
so-
not done that in a
Yeah.
while.
I think they've just put the 2025
We
Oh,
as
goodness,
a
already.
guesstimate.
Yeah.
Because Memory Alpha has it as
2024. Yeah, I'm going off
the
IMDb.
the end date, the last day of the year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then they're guessing too.
But last we heard, it was aimed for this year.
The stronger, the Tholian, the stronger.
But
They're probably just
obviously-
guessing on post-production to see what they can get.
Well, we'll have a confirmed date in 2 months
Yeah.
and 8 days. So
2 months and 8 days. Let's see. That would put us right at DT's wedding. What a nice wedding present for him.
it's also Star Trek Day,
Oh, that's a good point too.
Critical for my people.
I assumed it was for DT.
the
That's why they
8th
don't.
of September.
The Tholians are using their energy wells to track your ship. Target and fire at the nodes connecting the web. If you are caught inside the web, try to destroy one side of it and escape before it collapses in on you.
Still wish they would give us a date for Prodigy.
I can't stand it. Like if there's a French broadcaster that already released it. So like the French viewers already seen it and it's
Yeah.
legal, but no one else did. Even the makers of the show were surprised. Like, what the hell was? How the hell that happened? That's not normal. Like, French broadcaster outbid everyone else, and like,
They
go
cut a
ahead
deal.
start and release. That makes no
Yes,
sense.
but then that broadcaster then screwed up
Oh,
Hmm.
by releasing it early.
And I don't think I read somewhere that people assumed it was released early, but it was released ahead of, accordingly to its contract, and they had the right to release it. So it was just
Yeah,
rumored
because
that it
someone
was released
effed
early.
up on the contract.
Well, yeah, they're in their contract, but still, they had the right to release it, and they did. So that's not the broadcaster's fault. It's
no,
whoever
no,
signed
not
the
his
deal
fault at
was.
all.
Yeah. It's just so messy. Like, come on. Like, even America didn't get it first. Like, it's an American TV series. Like,
We're not important over here.
Ships are on the way here.
apparently. Hmm.
Let's see what's up. Got one. I'll just stay here because I know they will pop up again. I got one of my destructible torpedoes. Whee! I finally got my phaser damage. Yay!
Yeah, Tholians will definitely give you destructible torps.
There we go. Back to my AP.
But how pleasant it is to look at the... is that a refit or like a new constitution? Because it's classed as Constitution 2 Kelvin Timeline Cruiser, so I assume it's just treated as a separate class, not a refit of the original. So,
Technically, it should be the Constitution 3, because what got blown up in Beyond would be technically Constitution 2 because they really altered its design from what
Yeah,
was.
it doesn't look like the original, does it?
It doesn't even look like the
Small in
Enterprise.
cells, thin, very long islands.
Well, they changed the nacelle size, add extra phaser emitters, increased the length of the neck, and made it thinner. Nothing. Only the impulse engine and most of the star drive were about the two things they kept from the Beyond ended version of the Enterprise.
Well, somehow
there were a
I
lot of
managed to
changes.
get my torpedoes.
Nice. I wonder if stuff like destructible torpedoes counts and like the team kills.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Anything that's a kill counts. It's damage that doesn't share.
right. Okay. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think I used to absolutely detest the Kelvin timeline ship design.
Some stuff is fine.
I still dislike the Dreadnought. I think it looks like a broken design, but the Kelvin Constitution I embraced in full, except for the one from Beyond that got destroyed.
I
But
still want Cryptic to give us all the other variants of the Kelvin ships, the Mayflower, as well as the other variants that include a more Miranda version, as well as
I
a
want
few other designs.
I want the Kelvin version of the Kobayashi Maru.
Oh. Kelvin version of it. Is there a Kelvin version of it?
There
Yes.
was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
there was even an Eagle Moss
Okay.
figure for it.
Yeah, they did a model of it. I just tried to remember how it looked like, but yeah.
I own that Eagle Moss model.
Wow. Well, all the Eagle Mosses except the ones that I have to ship to Pi are gone, finally.
The only Eagle Moss I have is the XCV 330 Enterprise, the ring ship.
Oh.
I got the USS Shenzhou, which was the first ship of Discovery we've
I
ever
have
seen.
the entire collection, bar the certain specials that I was not interested in. I also have the Shinjo in both normal and Terran.
Oh, you got the Terran Shenzhou. That's cool. Did it look
Yeah, I
much
was a
different?
subscriber. Yeah, well, it's mostly paint job,
It
Terran
was just
markings.
USS instead of USS and all that.
Oh no, it had Terran markings all over on the hull, painted on the hull.
Oh yeah, and the dagger around the the dagger symbol that they had.
I also happen to own all versions of the Crossfield, including the
Aw.
Glen, which was a special
Wasn't that a
convention
Scott-
only.
Did they manage to get out the refit before they closed down? I think
Yes.
they did.
In multiple sizes. Some of them are still available in master replicas right now.
Yes. Master Replica's been promoting a
Our
heck of a
way
lot of stuff
to
lately.
And their
They
way
could afford
towards
any of
the
those. I'd love a crossfield.
sell rights within the next week. It runs out their sell license.
I wanted to hunt down at least one crossfield variant, but they ran out of availability here, and they've been sold at second hand anyway. So
Yeah.
unless someone sells them again second hand, I don't have much chance for it.
There we go. I put the link for the Kelvin Kobayashi in Discord.
Yeah, she was a nice design. I just googled it, and it was a nice design. I see why you want it.
I only purchase out of the Crossfields. Mines are just the smaller versions, the ones that come as part of a subscription. The extra large ones, I didn't see much point if I had the small versions.
The small versions are very inaccurate anyway, so I don't think that was my point.
The large ones use the same template as the smaller ones, so it was the same accuracy regardless of which version you used.
Fair enough.
Right now, I'm currently waiting for them to send me my Stargate ships that release officially tomorrow.
I would love a Stargate ship. I would definitely love a Destiny from Universe.
Well, funnily enough, Master Replicas have got the rights to produce the models, so and the Destiny has already been confirmed to be one of the ships that they are making.
Oh yeah.
Because
I
we know
love Destiny. It was such a had such potential.
We know currently they're working on tooling and that for the puddle jumper at the moment.
Oh yeah, I've seen the announcement of Puddle Jumper. Cool, cool addition, definitely.
I currently own every version of every Earth ship, including
Hammond and all the others.
Oh yeah, those are the ones that officially get released tomorrow. The Hammond and the Odyssey. Already have the data list. So I assume at some point...
ships didn't do much for me. They look bulky like flying tanks. But the ancient ships, ooh.
The only ones I'm waiting for is the Asgard.
And the old ships were also very cool.
Yeah, I currently own the ones directly from Egomos before they
closed down, yeah.
Yeah. So I have both the mothership and the Death Glider.
I just wish they did them properly, not just give them three sides, but four sides, like a proper pyramid ship.
Yeah, but the Hattacks, when they first released, were three-sided.
Yeah, for budget reasons, I read somewhere.
Have time to get there after these guys.
Okay, stop shooting me with those little munchkins. What are those? Orb weavers? What are those small things?
The little ones are orb weavers.
Yeah, they're orb weavers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even see them on the map, but you see the point of origin of the weapons.
Guys, can you come over and check out something?
Sure, what?
One of my elite drone ship ate something, and I don't know what.
Where are you? There you are. Okay. I'm on my way over there. Don't leave.
Oh, she's quite impressed with our fleet. Oh, that's lovely.
Well, it's because we're special.
We are. That we are.
So your drone ate something? Ah! Goodness gracious! You look like a giant spider catching that. That's very cute.
Yeah, but can you see that NX-01 there?
Yes, yes indeed.
It ate something.
What is an NX doing here? Why is your Romulan drone ship looking like the NX? And another
That's
one
normal.
looking like Section 31 scout ship. What?
Yeah, what is this?
What is this?
And why is it so freaking big?
Yeah.
And then there's one Yeah, that's certainly a wrong scaled NX
yeah.
there.
And it says Enterprise. It's the actual Enterprise. Wait, it's a bit too big.
Oh, that's the default. That's the
Yeah.
default skin.
Excuse me, it's not supposed to look like the size of Kelvin Enterprise. Like what?
It still looks like you're a giant spider that's caught something. That's adorable.
It does. I
But
could
yeah,
read.
what happened to that ship? Why is it so big? Oh, is that so?
Excuse
It's
me, the
bigger
NX
than
is bigger than my ship. Excuse
Yeah, it
me,
is.
that's not correct.
Is
Well,
that ship that gets the independent wingmate buff? So if I remove that one, it will shrink again, maybe?
looking at her up close, they could definitely revisit that model because NX01 kind of doesn't look up to date.
Well, they haven't
Looks-
done a revamp in it since they originally released it, so
No, it had two releases. It was an original release that looked atrociously, and in 2016 they re-released it. But ever since then, all the other ships got at least one update more, including Galaxy class and all the others. But NX is the one that still is in the 2016 era.
This map is going to close.
Oh. 3, 2, 1.
yeah. Problem is unlike some starships, it's very geo heavy.
Neo heavy?
Well, I have about 6 minutes before I have to walk out the door. Do we want to run a patrol or something?
Yeah, I'm down for anything.
Okay.
You're on a patrol?
Yeah. How about we do an unusual patrol, something we don't normally run?
Alright.
How about we do Gone Dark in the Nular system?
Yeah.
Work with Romulan agents in an intel gathering operation against the Badwar. Just be a little something different, advanced, if that works for everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
I haven't run this in forever.
Well, I haven't either, but there's a reason why I don't.
Good to see you.
Oh, I just like to do,
We will count
something
what we
different.
want.
Sure.
I will wait for everyone to get here.
I'm inside.
There we go. All right. Let us go shoot things.
Yeah.
Coming here was foolish. Now suffer the fate of all fools.
The ship is disabled. Time to acquire their data. We have the data. And company. Angry company.
This is advanced?
Yeah. No.
They don't like
Nope, it's not. It's on normal.
Why is it on normal?
And
Because
we can't leave.
If somebody
'cause
forgot to
The
hit the button,
legendary
it'll
initial.
default to the lowest setting.
I'm defaulted to advanced, so.
Yeah, problem is you can change it to advanced in your settings, but you didn't update it for the actual teaming,
Oh,
which
that's
doesn't
no.
update with it.
Yeah, it's the independent wingman that is increasing the size of one of the ships.
Patrols is also made.
I have a defined now, the size of holy fuck. So funny.
Excellent work. Let's see what's in this ship's database.
Fuck.
Fire at will. Destroy the intruders.
This should be the last ship we need to scan. Warning, ship is under attack.
Destroy them. Open fire. All weapons. We don't tolerate your kind. You
Debris warping again.
Yep. That is the way
Must have
we
been
play.
There must have been some sort of subspace explosion at the scrapyard or something.
Yep.
Sending debris in various locations.
I think the correct term is blah 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 debris warping in.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Your time has passed. Get down to quadrant is ours.
There's debris always warping in here. Who would build a starbase here?
Well, it does make it easy if you put the junkyard there.
True.
Defeat the incoming Vadwar. Yeah? And...
Where is it? There was no incoming Vadwar.
Vadwar, come out and play. There they are. I can hear them coming in. I hear them. I don't see them.
Where do you hear him?
I can hear the sound of something warping in, but... oh no, did we break it?
Probably.
That would be a shocker.
There's something that didn't get properly killed and is too small to show up on the map.
Well, I'm tapping on the tab. but
Not too
nothing's
small,
building.
too far.
Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna... It says there's an anomaly over here. Let's see what it is. Let's see what's over here. The thing with the vaporizing stuff... Oh, this is just... Oh, I'll take this one. We were doing the new TFO yesterday, and it wouldn't progress past 6, which is when I found that somebody had pushed one of the Borg late tacticals into the vinculum thing that comes down, and it was trapped there.
Oh.
Oh, now completed.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Commander Jirok.
Ooh, it
Well, that was
Well,
way
had
too
a
easy.
time ending
I hope
Got
based on
finds nothing but an
us
old
not
toothless
vaporizing
Vadwar merchant selling
headshots.
Patronia.
The
They
game
weren't
didn't
ready for
anticipate that
us.
we will vaporize them, yeah.
I'll take all the luck I
The
can.
game
like
clearly
the-
doesn't know us.
There is only warping in debris. The game started a timer where the game expected us to fight this debris for like 5 minutes.
All right,
Yeah,
and
'cause,
perfect timing because I need to go to work, so yay!
there's
Well,
a
not yay.
couple, there should
That
be
sounded
another-
fake. Why are you enthusiastic about work?
Yeah, no,
there should be
I
another
really don't want to
patrol
go to work.
that's like
No
this
one's
as
falling
well.
for that.
All right, everybody. On behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium and Moopsy in the Morning, Ed, are you around or do I need to do this one myself?
You need to do it yourself.
Okay. On behalf of the Dark Mom Consortium and Moopsy in the Morning, I want to thank everyone who joined us today for all you awesome people coming out first thing this morning. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll be back in 12 hours, 7 p.m. tonight, and I will have something planned for us, so hopefully you can all join us. But in the meantime, stay moopsome.
Hey, moves them.